Hello, welcome to Bored and Confused, where I review shows based on two criteria. One, was I bored? Two, was I confused? Today's show is Broad Strokes, playing at the Lucille Lortel Theatre. Now, before I jump into this very funny one-woman show, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me grow this channel, which allows me to see more shows in New York and come here and tell you all about them. All right, so what did I know about Broad Strokes going in? I knew nothing. I didn't know who Cat Cohen was. I just knew this was a one-person show, and hey, this looked fun, so I snagged a ticket and went to see it. A quick bit of background. This show was created and performed by Cat Cohen, who is a stand-up comic. And at age 30, right when her career is really starting to take off, she had a serious medical condition. She had a stroke, and she had to take care of that, and this show tells us about that experience. The show is written pretty chronologically about how everything happened to her. It is directed by Alex Timbers, who took all of the tangents and really shaped it into a narrative piece. It opened at the Lucille Lortel in July, and it has been extended till September 25th. So what is Broad Strokes about? Well, here is the official synopsis. After suffering a stroke at 30 caused by a literal hole in her heart, Cat Cohen transforms this near-death experience into a wildly funny, song-filled one-woman show about mortality, hypochondria, and the undeniable thrill of being the main character. So in this show, Cat Cohen walks us through the whole incident of having the stroke and the recovery, and she also tells us a little bit about her childhood, her personality, how she got these debilitating migraines when she was very young, and she does all of this with a lot of jokes, a lot of humor, and a lot of singing of original songs written by Cat Cohen, and with music by Cat Cohen and David Dabin. Now, watching this show, I had a little bit of a deja vu because it really reminded me of Laura Benanti's show at Minetta Lane Theatre called Nobody Cares. The difference being that Laura Benanti I knew primarily as a singing actress in Broadway shows, and I was really impressed by her ability to do stand-up. And Cat Cohen is primarily a stand-up artist, and I was really surprised by how good of a voice she has. She's clearly studied musical theater and has a love of singing. My criticism of the show, which was the same for Laura Benanti's show, is that it didn't need the songs. Cat Cohen's stand-up is funny enough on its own, and it didn't need the songs to tell this story. This isn't a story that needs to sing. And the main issue really is that she's just not a great songwriter, nor would I expect her to be. Writing songs takes years of practice and development, just as she developed her stand-up. So the songs have issues in that they feel like stand-up material that has just been set to music. There's a lot of slant rhymes, false rhymes, misaccents. The songs are very wordy, and I don't really think they function as comedic songs the way that they should. In a show, generally you want musical numbers to give us a boost of energy and a boost of comedy. But here I found that they did the opposite, that they kind of dragged the show down a bit. And like the songs, I also didn't think that she needed the elaborate set and costume that she had for the show. So when you walk into the theater, the set is on full display. It's a Gothic castle with a big throne, and there's a chandelier lying on the ground. And I thought, oh, because I didn't know who she was, I thought, oh, was she in Phantom of the Opera? Because that's what the set was reminding me of. And then she comes out in this shiny pink, corseted, puffed sleeve outfit, a little reminiscent of something like the women wear in Six, with her legs showing. And as cute as the dress was and as interesting as the set was, I never really understood how it related to her. So I thought this show, she didn't need the band, she didn't need the songs, she didn't need the costume, and she didn't need the set. She's funny enough as a stand-up comedian that she could just do the whole show, which was an hour long, just tell the story and do the jokes. I really love her style as a stand-up comic. It's joke, 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 joke. She is self-deprecating. She reminds me a little bit of Amy Schumer and Nikki Glaser. She's kind of self-deprecating, and she does these bits where she pretends like the audience has said something, and she's like, no, sit down, or like she's responding to the audience when they haven't said anything. I love all of that. There was one moment that I thought was really smart. Her doctor, who repaired her heart, is named Dr. Love, and you know, that's something that is almost too on the nose of a joke. So she did this little bit where she was like, oh no, I can't tell the audience at the Lucille Lortel is never going to accept this idea that my doctor is named Dr. Love. But she's like, but it's true. Anyhow, I thought the way she handled something that was so cheesy like that, she made it really funny and really made it all work together. Anyhow, tangent. So let's wrap this up. Was I bored? Was I confused? Well, I got a little bored during the songs. The songs are all spaced through the show evenly. So we kind of land out a song in a very predictable spot. And every time that the song happened, because the lyrics aren't well crafted and they don't really sit on the music very well, you kind of have to lean in and work harder to understand what she's saying. And I just was wanting her just to say the words and not sing them. And so I found myself getting a little bored during the songs. Was I confused? I was confused by the choice of the set and the costume. I didn't really understand how it related to everything, and I didn't think it was necessary. Laura Benanti did her show without an interesting costume or a set, just her, and her stand-up is funny enough that she doesn't need the costumes or the set or the songs. Okay, so let me wrap this up. Despite disliking a few things, songs, set, costumes, I really enjoyed Cat. I thought she was very funny. I really enjoyed the story. I thought she had some great jokes. The show is only 1 hour. Feels perfect for like Edinburgh Fringe Festival submission. So for 1 hour of material, I thought it was great. Of course, you cut the songs, it won't be an hour. Maybe it only wants to be 45 minutes. I felt the only reason she had the songs in this show is because she knew that, because she likes singing and she knows she has a good voice. So she was like, let's put songs in it. But not necessary. So let me wrap this up. Just slightly bored and slightly confused, but overall, I really enjoyed the show. I really enjoyed getting to know Cat Cohen, and I recommend the show. I had a great time at Broad Strokes. So if you enjoy really good stand-up, go check this out. So for tickets, I scored a ticket through a friend of mine. My seat was in the back of the orchestra, but honestly, the Lucille Lortel is a very intimate theater, and Cat is standing up for most of the show, so even at the back of the orchestra, I had no sight issues whatsoever. The tickets are $47 on TodayTix, and if you're willing to gamble a little, there are $35 rush tickets released on the app the day of, and $39 standby tickets at the box office an hour before curtain. But keep an eye on some of the other sites as well, because I think the tickets to this might pop up, especially during the week. All right. So go check out Broad Strokes. Let me know what you thought of this show. And I hope when you see it, you will not be bored or confused. Bye.
Don't bore me, don't confuse me. If you do, then you'll lose me. Don't wanna drift away, wanna stay inside the play. Keep me engaged, keep me amused with what's in front of me. 'Cause I don't wanna be bored and confused.